My name is Danay Tama, and I currently manage our simulation center, which support the School of Nursing programs within the School of Nursing Midwifery, but also extended within the health community education programs, mainly social work, child studies, and athletic therapy.
My name is Terry Clark. I'm the director at the Conservatory, so I see all of our music and speech arts programming that runs in the Conservatory in Mount Royal.
I'm Mark Benson. I'm the assistant professor in the School of Business and Aviation.
Well, our support from simulation depends on the objective or the learning outcomes for our students. So we use simulation, like we're here right now, our high fidelity mannequin-based simulation. We use a standardized patient or standardized client simulation for our social work. We'll do virtual simulation for some of our theory and lab courses. We also do some case-based scenarios and unfolding case scenarios, but within the center, we focus on high fidelity simulation, which is really looking at our mannequin-based teaching.
One of the challenges that we have when training musicians particularly is that they spend the vast majority of their time in practice rooms. So small spaces, everything that they need to have to practice. Pianos, it's a safe space. They can experiment with their music, learn it, all of those kinds of things. The challenge then is that where they sort of work, where they perform, bears no resemblance whatsoever to those practice spaces.
This is the All-Sim 20 or 2.0. It's an ALX technically, but we use it quite a bit for flight training. So the students, when we have things that are very expensive to try or maybe beyond the risk limitations that we're looking for, we can do it in the simulators quite easily.
Well, the learning that is acquired from simulation is quite powerful. There's a lot of evidence that support that humans, we have a tendency to remember and recall and memorize and understand things that we do rather than what's told to us. We have an ability to retain a lot of them, and simulation is really focused on that experiential learning and experiential teaching.
So concert halls are big, they're live, there are other people in there. Acoustically, they sound very different, they look very different. So we can use simulation as a way of recreating some of the spaces and the people that make up those environments, but to do so in a controllable way, but a safe way as well, so that students can actually sort of practice performing in realistic-ish environments.
We can do things over and over again as safely as possible. It's really critical for us. Also, cost is a huge issue for aviation students. We can do things less expensively and more safely in here than the real airplanes. It never replaces the airplanes, but it gives us a lot of time to practice and work in a safer environment.
Even the environment that we're in, it's quite innovative. There's a lot of the technology piece that looks at it from an innovative perspective, that the ability of the mannequins to mimic, physiological changes, it's quite fascinating. But also the innovative approach to teaching, that students' ways of teaching and learning is always changing. So providing an opportunity for us to teach in different way with the learner's needs in mind I consider that to be very innovative.